In 1853, Napoleon III received his new prefect of the Seine and showed him a map of Paris. It was covered in colored lines. Streets that did not exist yet. The man was Georges Eugene Haussmann. He was not an architect and not an engineer. He was an administrator with a real gift for raising money and for steamrolling opposition. He would hold the job for nearly 17 years. The Paris he inherited was still largely medieval. Narrow streets, very little light, traffic that barely moved. No sewer network worth the name. Drinking water came from the Seine, which is to say from the exact place where the waste went. Cholera struck in 1832, then again in 1849. Thousands died. So this was never really a question of beauty. It was a question of survival. And so they cut. The Boulevard de Sebastopol, the Boulevard Saint-Michel, one great cross, north to south and east to west, driven straight through the old fabric. The Avenue de l'Opéra. 12 avenues radiating from the Arc de Triomphe. Opening those lines meant demolition. Tens of thousands of homes came down, and the Ile de la Cité lost almost all of its old buildings. Underground, the work was just as dramatic. The engineer Eugène Belgrand grew the sewer network from around 100 kilometers to close to 600. He went looking for spring water far outside the city and piped it in by aqueduct. Jean-Charles Alpand laid out the parks, the Butte on an old quarry, Montsuris, and the two great woods that bookend Paris. This is also when the city got its face. The rule was simple: facade height depends on street width. The same pale limestone, the same unbroken alignments, running balconies on the second and fifth floors, a sloping roof on top. The Haussmann building is not one architect's style. It is a regulation that turned into a landscape. Not everyone applauded. The works cost a fortune, funded by increasingly opaque arrangements. In 1868, a young opponent named Jules Ferry published a pamphlet with a mocking title, roughly, Haussmann's Fantastical Accounts. Rents rose. Working families were pushed east and out towards the edges. The prefect was dismissed in January 1870. Baudelaire had already put it best: the shape of a city, he wrote, changes faster than a human heart. We are still walking inside Haussmann's straight lines.